Welcome back to Hug It Out, Bitch, an Entourage rewatch podcast with Siena East and Chandra East.
Oh, welcome back.
What did you think of the episode? The episode we watched is The Bat-Mitzvah, Season 2, Episode 10, and it came out August 7th, 2005. What did you think?
I thought, is it too late for me to have a bat mitzvah? And how do I become Jewish?
You had a confirmation.
Yeah, and I didn't make shit. And all they did was like shame me and make me feel horrible. And then I was like, and then I had to pick a saint that I'm like, I will live by this saint, blah, blah. And then I had to wear white. Horrible. This is a fucking good ass party.
I liked my confirmation.
Good for you. You like it over getting $50,000 at your bat mitzvah from one person? You like it over popping your pussy out there?
I've been told a bat or bar mitzvah is like the worst day of your life.
From who?
Jake.
That's a very specific Jake.
He said everybody hates it.
No. My bar mitzvah was fun.
Yeah, everyone loves their bar mitzvah.
But what was the theme of your bar mitzvah?
My bar mitzvah, my cousin had an Austin Powers impersonator, and then so they just hired him for mine, and so they said your theme is also Austin Powers.
Wait, it was actually Austin Powers theme?
It was like technically 7. Like I gave everyone a lava lamp.
You gave everybody a lava lamp?
Yeah.
Every single person.
Have you ever been to a bar bat mitzvah?
Everyone got a lava lamp.
No,
I went to a bat
went to
mitzvah.
Catholic school forever.
I went to a bat mitzvah
because you were on softball and you had friends. I was on softball where everyone was 2 years older than me. I was the youngest person on every team because they would pull me up. So they'd all be 13 and I'd be what? 11. They're like, I'm not inviting the 11-year-olds to my fucking bat mitzvah.
Gabby was older than me.
How much?
1 year.
That's different than 11 to 13.
So you guys didn't go to a lot of these.
I went to one bat mitzvah.
A lot of these. Sienna went to one, and she's bragging like she's Miss Bat Mitzvah.
Okay. One, you got talking to the mic because we're getting comments about it.
What the fuck ever? They need to fix their headphones.
2, I lived in a very Jewish part of Long Island, and I had like a year where I had 2 to 3 bat mitzvahs every weekend.
If I had a time machine, which I know they exist because they exist at all times, if I had a time machine, I wouldn't even go back to kill anybody who's a bad guy. I would go back to attend bat mitzvahs of all my friends. So I'd go to
You didn't have any Jewish friends.
I go to Ben's. No, my current friends.
Oh, you're going back in time to go to Ben's bar mitzvah.
I have Jewish friends. I might as well get the most out of it. I got to go back to their bar and bat mitzvahs. And I used to beg my mom for a lava lamp, and she said no, that they start fires.
Yeah,
she said they're expensive. They start fires and they're expensive.
Yeah, they do.
And meanwhile, everybody got their house started a fire, but who cares? Because they got a free one from Ben's fucking bar mitzvah.
There was no swag at the bat mitzvah I went to, and I went to the temple before because my mom said I had to, and there were no other kids there. It was just me and like her family. My mom dropped me off, so there was no other adults there with me. I was just sitting there by myself.
Mom just
temple.
ditched you?
She said, "All right, goodbye," and none of the other kids were there for the temple part except for me. I thought that was normal. That's not normal.
It depends, because sometimes the party's at the temple.
The party's not a temple. The party is at Maggiano's at the Grove.
Yeah, so that's a little weird.
Oh, it's weird that I thought it was weird that people didn't go. It's weird that I went to the temple.
No, it's
I don't
weird that
know.
my mom dropped off her 13-year-old to her first ever bar mitzvah and just said bye and didn't go in and look and say, oh, there's no other kids here. That's weird.
If it's your good friend, you go to the temple. To
We were
see them
decently
do
good friends.
Then yeah, that's normal.
Ben, what year was your bar mitzvah? It was 2000.
2006 probably.
So it was 1 year after
Yep.
Ari's daughter Sarah bat mitzvah. And we go back to the beginning of that week that episode came out. August 1st, 2005. A new European Union directive banning tobacco advertising comes into effect.
They're just banning advertising for tobacco?
Yeah.
That's a little late for that.
We didn't do it till even later, I'm pretty sure.
When? I thought it was the 90s.
No, because Joe Camel, I remember him very clearly.
Really? I mean,
you don't remember Joe
tobacco
Camel?
had the best advertising guys.
Who else
Truly.
besides Joe Camel?
There was just always hot people.
Smoking cigarettes.
Hot people smoking cigs.
Well, Europe
inside
banned
bars.
August 2nd, 2005, President Bush endorses intelligent design, stating that it should be taught in school. He is quoted saying, "I think that part of education is to expose people to different schools of thought. You're asking me whether or not people ought to be exposed to different ideas. The answer is yes."
I don't even know what intelligent design is. What even is that?
It's the idea that like evolution isn't real and that we're too like well made for evolution to be real. So
that God there has to be some superior
something designed us. It's not necessarily God, they say, but it's someone.
Why would you force people to think that?
Because you're trying to make it people say that God did that and not evolution. But you're trying to sound secular about it. So you're like,
no, I get why
someone intelligently designed us.
It's just ridiculous. I don't understand why people think something, so they think everyone should have to think that. It's crazy to me. Also, I thought we had a separation of church and state. So why do we do in the Pledge of Allegiance? We're like, to God in which we stand, one nation under God.
This is a big conversation we have in our government all the time.
No one is having this conversation.
That's and what the entire abortion conversation is based on.
At courts. When you're in court, I would be lying left and right.
You swear
like none of this means shit.
You swear on your specific religious text.
No, they don't. I've never
when you're being
seen
sworn
them
in, you do.
It's only a Bible.
No, because I saw someone swear on the Quran. I thought
I've never ever seen this.
Yeah, politicians are not legally required to swear their oath to the Bible. Here are other books that have been sworn in on.
No, none of this is true.
The practice of swearing upon holy books is rooted in both Germanic pagan customs, and also the Jewish custom of swearing upon the Torah. That's where it came from.
If I swore on something, they would pull out 5 DVDs. It would be Napoleon Dynamite, Legally Blonde, Jennifer's Body, House Bunny.
I'd also like to say one thing. I don't care about making everyone think the same thing or not. Like, there's science proving one and there's no science proving the other. They're making the same argument. They're going, not everyone should have to think about evolution, so maybe everyone should have to think differently. That's literally what George Bush is saying here. But I think we should do the one that's right, which is evolution.
We're past that.
But
we're into what movies Chandra would swear on.
What's a good scary movie that I love?
Hereditary.
Sure, I'll swear on Hereditary.
Midsummer. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That's a good one. I love Boosters.
They don't have that on DVD yet.
Fuck.
And they might never.
Okay, keep going.
August 4th,
Oh, It. Sorry. Go.
Scientists in Seoul National University, South Korea, have cloned a dog and named it Snuppy.
Can you imagine doing cloning that everyone's been like, whoa, we have cloning one day? And name of the animal is Snuppy?
Snuppy.
I don't even know what that is.
It's Snoopy.
That's like a Timu Snoopy. Yeah.
I love it, Snuppy.
They couldn't even get the fucking name right? That's crazy.
We don't get the name right all the time.
Snuppy?
August 5th, 2005. Yahoo has introduced a test version of the new search service Yahoo Audio Search that it claims can comb through 50 million music, voice, and other audio files. Where did that technology go?
I don't even know what this... I don't know how technology even works. Where's the website? Where's the web? Move on. I don't even like thinking about this stuff.
But it would help me find out where meme sounds come from sometimes if I could search them audio wise, but I can't.
You can't on TikTok. You just type in the meme. You say like,
but that's not searching
whatever.
I need it for like movies and stuff.
Like quotes. Like if I'm like, what is this quote from?
Yeah, when people do like movie clips like with the dog and there's lines over it and I can't figure out what movie it is, but I know what movie it is.
I don't know how any of this stuff works. How do they get stuff on a DVD?
Don't be asking about DVDs.
Why?
Because we're way past that.
I don't know how any of it works.
It's the information that is the movie is encoded onto that disc, and then the disc player reads it and is able to play it back.
And how do you encode color? How do you encode the image of something?
Because it's a computer, so the color is a number.
So if I'm watching The Grinch, they encode that there's green in this left corner, then it goes here, then it goes here, then
it doesn't move
here,
around. It's a grid. Think of a TV screen like a gigantic Connect 4 board. It just every frame
each thing is like
is its own
it's
color.
Like that. It's like that. What is that light bright that has like?
It's like a light bright.
It's like a light bright.
What is that light bright? A light bright.
And 24 times a second, it determines what color should be there, and that creates an image.
That's crazy.
Now you know how DVDs work.
I literally would have, if I was in charge of the world, I never would have made that. I'd be like, this is too hard. I can't even think about it.
But you love movies.
Yeah, but I phone everything in. I'd just be like, I don't know. Draw a picture of the movie.
That's not what a movie is.
I would have made stop motion with pictures. I would have actually done that. I'd be like, just keep drawing the picture of the next step.
What do you do?
That is
That's
a
the
cartoon.
same fucking
That
thing.
is a cartoon.
No, I know. I would be
same
doing
thing
that.
you said.
So maybe I actually would make all this happen because I'd inspire future people to then advance from me. But I am a work harder, not smarter person.
Okay. Summary. Vince gets upfront about his feelings for Aquagirl, sending everyone to panic. Ari's partner Terrence resurfaces. Eric splurges on an investment suit, and Drama and Turtle have high hopes for Little Miss Ari's Bat-Mitzvah.
The Eric splurges on an investment suit was like a 5 seconds of the episode. Why
Nope,
is
that's
that
in the
even
summary.
in the summary?
Because that they don't want to tell you. This one, for some reason, is trying not to spoil things.
Yeah, the other ones they spoil
The
everything.
other one
This
they
one
said
go,
every, last week they
"It's a
said every
secret."
spoiler, and this one they're like, but why? What is he
They
investing in?
definitely have different people write different ones, and some people are like, we don't spoil things, and some people are like, I don't give a fuck. Just write what happens.
Just write what happens. So that would you say it's an accurate summary though? Outside of that,
No. That girl got $50,000 for her bat mitzvah.
That's your big takeaway.
She got 50 grand from one person. Also, if I was Ari, pocket that shit. $500 a head
that happened
for a party.
That happens at other.
The fuck?
That happens at confirmations of rich people, I think.
No shot.
Yeah, I think so.
I made no money.
Are you a rich person?
I wish I had rich family members.
The episode begins. And Vinnie Chase is being pulled up on wires in a crane in front of a big blue screen. And then, boom, Mandy Moore is being pulled up right next to him. And James Cameron and E are watching. And James Cameron goes, wait until they see Poseidon in 3D. And Aquaman is riding Storm. And I'm mad because E goes, who's Storm? And he goes, his animatronic seahorse. Wrong. Storm is not an he is a majestic big giant seahorse.
Who
sea
said
dragon.
animatronic seahorse?
James Cameron.
He did?
Yeah, but it's a living seahorse who's really big. A sea dragon, and some people call.
I think he's saying animatronic as in it would be for this.
Oh, you think that the seahorse? He's not saying
it's
a robot.
Thing. He's saying in this it's gonna be an animatronic seahorse.
Yeah, because they can't get a big giant seahorse.
And they're trying to say like, oh, we're not gonna CGI that. We're gonna animatronic seahorse.
And that's gonna be awesome. That's why Poseidon's in 3D.
Yes.
And the seahorse is animatronic.
Yes. I'm sorry. Mandy Moore looks so normal in the harness. Like, she's just, like, hanging out. Why is Vinnie just, like, Cupid baby? He's in Cupid baby pose. He, like, keeps being, like butt up and, like, this the whole time. I just imagine his, like, ass cheeks out being, like, Cupid baby. Like, it was so embarrassing.
I mean, it makes sense because Mandy Moore probably has really good core strength.
She's, like, holding herself so normal.
And she's, like, a professional.
He is, like, flopping back and forth.
But we know Vinny is sloppy
time.
and lazy, so of course he's just flopping around up there while she's sitting there, like, perfect core strength.
T-shirt that he's always
his
in.
baby boy t-shirt.
He needs to stop wearing baby boy t-shirts. Why is he in the Cupid baby pose? It was crazy.
He's just kind of hanging there.
I could never speak to a man and seriously like that.
She can, because she does.
Yeah,
and
she does.
They have a really serious talk.
Why does she need to tell him about her fight with her boyfriend?
Well, first she goes, she's upset. And he goes, you still mad at me for bailing on dinner? And she's like, no, I'm upset. And he's like, I can tell you're upset with me. And she goes, it's really narcissistic for you to think it's of you. And he's like, you're right, it is. But I can tell you're upset. And he goes, tell me about it. We have nothing else to talk about. So no, she does not offer up the information. He pushes for the information.
I missed the entire conversation because I was too worried thinking about how his pose kept changing and his butt cheeks and him flopping back and forth.
He goes, I don't want to talk about that. And she goes, how are we going to do this movie together? And James Cameron goes, they're going to do this movie together because they're making $8 million between them.
Which now that you say this, I agree more with Mandy Moore in this moment. At first I was like, why the fuck does she need to tell him about her boyfriend and then be like, we can't even do this movie together, so I need to tell you about my boyfriend?
Why is he asking if she's still mad about dinner when he was very rude to her?
No, he's rude
after
as
not
fuck.
going to dinner? And like, she was wrong too, but like, of course they'd still both be mad.
You wouldn't say like, oh, you still mad at me for this? You'd say, I'm sincerely sorry again for how.
Okay, no, Vinny would never say
I bailed. You should. Any fucking grown ass man.
Vinny's not a grown ass
say,
man. He's hanging there in the air like a baby.
I know. He's doing tummy time in the air. Yeah.
Okay. Then Cameron goes, ugh, actors.
But I agree with James Cameron. Shut the fuck up, actors. You're making millions of dollars. How are we gonna do this movie? We're gonna do it because other people would literally kill to get millions of dollars for a few months of their life.
How are they gonna give a true performance of being in love when they have such conflict?
None of it's true. They're in front of a green screen and little harnesses. What?
Blue screen.
Whatever.
So, yeah. And then James Cameron's like, ugh, they don't know when they're mic'd.
And then James Cameron goes, is this going to be a fucking problem about Mandy Moore and Vinnie Chase? A little too late to be asking that, James Cameron.
Well,
Isn't it your fucking job to know
his job is not to be informed on whether or not the actors had a previous relationship and are beefing right now. That's not his job.
Why is he threatening E? Like, what? E was going to ever say no to the role because of this?
Yes, because they gave Vinny the list of women to see what his thoughts were.
But then they said that he didn't have a choice, actually.
Because it was way too late. They had already sent the offer.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they could have said something early on before James Cameron even met her.
Okay, all I have to say, James Cameron's acting, ass.
He's not an actor.
Ass and fire. Bad. It was bad acting. Bad.
And some guy comes in and he's like, there's a little problem with the hovercraft. And he turns down the volume and he goes, what's wrong with it? And he goes, it won't hover. And that's a big problem. That's not a little problem. No. That's what it's called. It's just a craft.
Why do they have a real hovercraft?
Because James Cameron is in the cutting edge of technology.
I don't think hovercrafts exist.
He's on the. Yes, they do.
I want one.
And also,
all cars should be hovercrafts.
They're not very good. And second of all, he's got an animatronic seahorse. He's pushing the limits of technology.
Apparently.
So he leaves, and then E looks at Vinnie and Mandy Moore hanging up, and he goes and takes the little sound cues, and he turns them on so he can hear what they're saying on their mics.
He is such a bad friend.
He's such a spy.
He's such a spy. He's such a bad friend, bad manager. I mean, maybe that's a manager move to do that, to be like, what's going on? But to be a friend, that's horrible. That's so.
Well, here's the thing.
If you were a good friend, you would ask him later and be like, "Hey, can we talk about what happened with me? I didn't want to eavesdrop, but let's talk about it so we can."
Or if you were a good manager, you'd eavesdrop and not tell him later that you eavesdropped.
Oh yeah, so messy to immediately be shouting at him about it.
So Vinnie and Mandy are on the wires, and E is listening, and she's like, I have having communication problems with my boyfriend. Like, yeah, your boyfriend's controlling. Why is he mad at you? Why does he have to meet Vinnie?
Yeah.
She has some scary boyfriend that he must be scary. Yeah. And then
he must be scary.
He must be. Why is he in our business so hard? And then Vinnie goes, well, I'll be straight up. I'm not over you, and I've never gotten over you. And then E goes, we're so fucked.
Vinnie was being vulnerable.
I know.
Vinnie didn't do anything wrong. I think it's fine that he said that.
I do too. Just be honest.
Also,
we don't have to do anything about it.
How not in tune are you with emotions in your friends, E, that you're just having to hear him say it out loud to know this? We all
Vinnie's
know that.
Obviously not
we all
over
fucking
her.
know he's not over her.
And then on top of that,
it's the most obvious. You don't disagree? It's fucking obvious.
No, say your fucking piece. Say your fucking piece.
They're about to work together. Wait till after this job is done. It's gonna be like he's fucking this all up.
Okay, yeah, I don't disagree with that. He should not be saying that right now. But
at
the same time, the fact that E doesn't know that.
E as his manager should be like, shut up, be quiet.
I mean, E as his friend should be supporting him, having conversations about this so he makes good choices. Instead, we cut to the seats.
Exactly. Shut up, be quiet doesn't work, man.
We cut to the you could talk to himself as we cut to the suit store, and E confronts Vince being like, you said you were never over her, and you said it was nothing.
He's
and
yelling
now
at him.
You're saying you were never over her? How can I trust you?
How can we trust you? How can I
How
trust
can
you?
he trust you?
Has nothing to fucking do with you, E.
If he was a good
Has
manager,
nothing to do with you.
he'd be trying to get Vinnie to fuck someone else so hard at this moment.
Yeah, you would be like, oh, guess what? What J-Law, or well, J-Law's not a thing then, but whatever.
She's like a child at this point. She's like 12.
Jay Garner is, whatever. Like, we should hang out with her
Ben
soon.
Affleck's already gonna beat his
planning
ass.
something. Whatever. You would be planning something. You
Okay,
would either
no.
planning something
But if
or
he was a friend, he'd be having a genuine conversation about this. He'd be like, hey, I'm sorry you're going through this. This sucks.
But we got to get
what
through
can I
this
do to
movie.
support you?
Yeah, we're going to support you and we got to
so
get
that
through
your
this
feelings,
movie.
don't consume you on this movie.
Yeah.
Instead, he yells at him, and then Vinny's like, how can I trust you for eavesdropping?
I agree.
And then Vinny goes, I don't want to talk about it in front of the guys. So they stop talking about it. And
Which I don't like.
I understand. What?
I understand, but I am like, I don't. That makes me feel sad for Turtle and Drama. They're not just the guys. I agreed with them later when they're like the guys.
But Vinny is embarrassed. He is trying to work
understand.
through something, and he doesn't want to make it a public
he should be able to
conversation.
talk to his friends about it on his own terms when he wants to.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we're not even there yet.
I don't disagree with
So
that.
then Drama and Turtle walk up, and Drama's like, I can't get an Armani suit for under $2,000. And Vince is like, I'll buy it for you. And Turtle's like, why do we go to our suits to a Bat-Mitzvah? This is when it's revealed we're going to Ari's daughter's Bat-Mitzvah.
And then E doesn't have a suit, and Vinny offers to buy E a suit, and E says, I don't let other men buy me suits.
Also, E could invest in a suit. I'm sorry, he lives at Vinny's house for fucking free.
Yeah, he goes, I draw the line at suit. He's like, I'm big man. And it's like, baby, you're doing plenty of other shit that should be actually embarrassing.
You
That's
can wear
not
that
embarrassing.
suit a bunch too.
Yeah.
It's a $2,000 suit. I also looked and I found an Armani suit for $1,700 at Nordstrom, so you can buy them for less than $2,000.
Oh, E is homophobic. He doesn't let other men buy his. Okay, E is homophobic. He doesn't let other men buy his clothes, but clearly he lets his mom. Boom. Because he dresses like a little boy. I wrote it down, and I had to say it 3 different times because I kept saying it wrong. You're an idiot.
Okay. So then Vinny is like, hey, should I wear a red or a blue tie? And then a girl walks up and goes, oh, red's so dramatic for a fucking bat mitzvah or whatever, Vinny. And they're like, who is this? And then E recognized her. It's SLOAN, Ari's agency partner's daughter.
All I know is somebody on the podcast commented, I can't wait till you guys meet SLOAN.
What are your first thoughts on SLOAN?
She was kind of annoying.
I hate SLOAN.
Well, the fact that she immediately said you can't wear red, and then she was so like, me.
She's
so
all
great.
up over E's dick like crazy for no reason. She walks in just immediately is like E.
Ready to hop on.
She's like, you didn't get engaged? And he's like, you went to Italy? Because E and Sloan met at the Christmas party.
They were going to get engaged? No, he was going to get engaged to the other girl.
Yeah, they met at a party. And Vinnie doesn't remember her from the Christmas party or whatever. So E and Sloan are hitting it off. And then Sloan's like, well, I'll see you guys at Ari's daughter's bat-mitzvah. And she leaves. And then E is like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to buy a suit. And Vinnie gives him a look and goes, what? She's not engaged? That's so mean. That's so mean. If I was in love with someone and I did a movie with them and they were engaged and I had to be a grown-up about it, and my friend said...
Oh, that they keep digging at Ari. Or at Vinnie.
Yeah, and then my friend said, oh, they're not engaged. And I was sitting there...
Fuck you. My feelings are literally hurt. My heart.
Why are you doing... That's so fucking rude. I didn't ask for her to be engaged.
Point. I didn't ask her to be engaged. I haven't done anything to you. I haven't done anything to anybody but have feelings.
I had feelings for a girl. She's engaged, and now you're being a fucking dick about it, E? It actually made me so mad. Friend. I'm like, why would he do that? It's so fucking rude.
Fire him.
So we cut to in front of Ari's running down the street. He's on a run, running up to his house. He
yells at the guy to pick up his dog shit. He goes, "You better pick up your dog shit." And the guy says, "Fuck you, Ari."
He goes, "Don't even think of not picking up that Ray, because I'll kill you." And Ray goes, "Fuck you, Ari."
And I absolutely agree. And it's always the golden retriever owner. Always
leaving his shit.
Leaving his shit.
Leaving
his shit and then fighting.
Ari then runs into his house, and we see Ari's home life. His daughter's practicing her Torah portion, and she's terrible, and her name is Sarah. Then
she's not terrible.
She's so bad. Her voice is cracking and shit.
Also, who cast his daughter?
What do you mean who cast his daughter?
I'm sorry, his daughter should be a brute. She should be like mean as fuck.
What?
Yeah, she'd be tough. Tough girl. That girl's not tough.
You don't
that
know
girl's
anything.
Soft as hell.
You don't know anything about Sarah.
She looks soft as hell.
Sarah Gold.
Yeah, Ben agrees.
Ari walks in and talking to his wife, and he's talking about his daughter's terrible, and we see Ari has like 3 kids. So remember this. Ari has 3 kids.
Is that going to change throughout the show?
People complain about this a lot.
He has
an eldest daughter. It seems like a middle-aged daughter and and a young boy.
Yeah.
Is what the makeup is. 3 kids for Ari.
Yeah, and since when is Ari's wife like Miss Hottie? Like, I think she's attractive, but her in that, what outfit is she wearing? She's wearing like a Y2K, like pink top, pink bottoms. Like, they're trying to make her like sexy girl. And also,
she's always been sexy.
When do they like each other?
They love each other. You don't understand their relationship.
No, they fucking don't like that.
Yes, they do.
And then Ari's cursing in front of the kid and then be like, only daddy can say those words.
I also love the set design because it looks like such a lived in space. I feel like very often now like when you see like things in movies and TV, there's Play-Doh out.
Modern Family looks so fake.
Yeah. There's Play-Doh out.
This is like, yeah.
There's fucking
there's shit out everywhere. There's art on the
toys.
Wall
there's a keyboard shoved in the corner. That's the most real thing is you have a keyboard because you want your kid to play piano
but
and no one plays it. So you buy a keyboard and you shove it in the corner. It's the most realistic thing in the whole fucking world. So Mrs. Gold is like, Terrence is in the backyard, and Ari flips out because Ari's partner at the agency is Terrence. He's a big old guy who like runs the agency, and he lives 3 blocks away, and he's never bothered to visit. And now 4 hours before the bat mitzvah, he's also going to. He's here. Ari thinks suspicious. And Mrs. Gold says, don't be scared of him. And he goes, I'll beat that old man's ass and throw him in the pool. And then he says, I think he says, fuck that old man, I'll beat his ass and put him in the pool.
Yeah.
And then he says to the kids, only daddy says those words. And then he goes out to talk to Terrence. I
never thought I'd hear Ari calling himself daddy.
He is. He loves his children. He's a good dad and a good husband, and you don't understand that. And they love each other. I don't like this
change in arc. I don't believe it, and I don't like it.
They love each other.
Give me problematic Ari. I want problematic Ari.
He is still problematic. He just loves his wife now.
I want really problematic Ari where he screamed at his wife and was like, I fucking hate my wife.
He's never said he hates his wife.
He literally has said he hates his wife.
No, he hasn't. He's just yelled at her in the face.
I hate that I'm married. I wish I wasn't fucking married.
He said, if I wasn't married, isn't it a hate that I'm married?
Whatever.
Anyway, Chandra doesn't understand that Ari and Mrs. Ari love each other, and that's why they're so mean to each other.
But if they were poor, would you think the same thing?
Yeah.
And they just shout at each other and they hated each other all the time and they were poor?
But then they said they love each other all the time, and they said
they never say I love each other all the time. You're making up fake things right now.
Oh, they say they love each other later on the show.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Right now, they do not. Right now,
he's always going baby, and he's kissing her on the lips.
So put them in a house that is a poor people's house, and they're poor. You think it's love and so romantic and amazing still?
I didn't say it's romantic and amazing. I said it's love. I said they love each other.
I do think Ari says he loves his wife, not to her. He
but
says
to
it
other
to
people.
Other people.
And he kisses her, and he's always like, sorry, baby. And he's always just then doing exactly what she doesn't want him to do.
Yeah, that's not fucking love.
He loves her. That's what's funny about Ari is he's like, I'm a good dad and a good husband until my work requires anything else of me. Then I flip on you guys so fucking fast.
Yeah.
That's the joke. So he goes outside to
But do they want that house or not, bro? I still don't think it's love.
Do they want the house or not, bruh? You're so like, listen, they're not allowed to be in love and have this house. It's impossible.
No, because they're being mean to each other. He's mean to her.
I'm sorry, like 3 weeks ago, you said they're not allowed to be in love and have this house. You said you either get the
Pick
mean
one.
rich husband or the poor nice husband. You already said this.
You pick one.
So Ari goes to the backyard and he sees Terrence, and Terrence is this old fucking man. He's smoking a cigar. He plays
Is he Hannibal Lecter?
No, that is not Anthony Hopkins. That's the guy who plays Murdoch in Gossip Girl reboot.
Who else is he? Because I didn't watch the Gossip Girl reboot.
His name is Malcolm McDowell. But he's been in a million TV shows, but he's most famous for he's the guy from Clockwork Orange. When he was young, he's the guy who gets his eyes separated.
That's crazy.
In my head, he'll always be the Murdoch dad from Gossip Girl reboot.
His worst thing ever is what's stuck in Siena's brain.
It really stuck with me. So Ari goes to talk to Terrence, and Terrence is like, oh, Sarah becomes a woman today. I remember my daughter, Sloan, was a daughter yesterday. She had braces and was so small. And
no, he said, I remember yesterday she was running around in pigtails and braces. I'm sorry. They didn't even fully flesh this out. I don't believe this. I think it's a bullshit, like caricature of what they think a child should look like. She was running around in pigtails and braces.
Listen,
it was stupid as fuck. I was like, this is not based in any reality of this character.
I think you're supposed to think that because Terrence is insincere. And then Terrence starts talking about how he's obviously bringing up Sloan for one reason. He says, Sloan saw Vinnie yesterday, and she says Vinny's going to be a star. And Ari's like, I've been saying Vinny's going to be a star. And he's like, yeah, but I trust Sloan.
Yeah, but he's not a hot young girl.
She saw Johnny Depp in Platoon when she was 8 years old. That's the guy to watch, she said. And so Platoon came out in 1986, which means that she is 27.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh, so she's older than them.
No, she's younger than them.
You're doing all the math.
By a year.
Whatever. I don't care how old she is. I care that she would never have said, this is the guy to watch.
I know she wouldn't.
She's
have.
like 5 years old and like, this is the guy to watch.
I mean, Terrence
if anything, she'd be like, I like him.
Insincere and manipulative is the point. And then Ari goes, you showed her Platoon when she was 8?
Yeah.
And he goes, Oliver wanted feedback. That's funny. The director. Yeah. So Terrence is like, yeah, I want to talk to Vinny about his hopes and dreams. Can you introduce us? And then he gives Ari a $50,000 check for Sarah.
Whoa, $500,000?
No.
I would literally break my TV right now and run away that I didn't have a bat mitzvah if that was an option.
Why would you break your TV and run away?
Because
now where are you running away to?
To somewhere else where I can restart.
Have a bat mitzvah?
Where I can find rich family and friends and have my bat mitzvah. I'm going to pull an Esther from Orphan and tell everybody I'm 13. This is my 13th year. I'll put braces on and I'll have pigtails.
Okay, but I think, and we'll get to it, but I think the implication of that $50,000 is that he's taking Vince and he's taking that deal. Yeah. He's taking all of Vince's money going forward.
He's trying to get it on the Vinny train.
No givesy
he's saying
backsies.
He's saying like, good job,
what
you
got
Vince.
Givesy backsies? What the fuck are you talking about?
No givesy backsies. I will still fight him and keep Vinny to myself, but I'm also still keeping the check.
I mean, he
I'm not giving the check back. I'm not being the bigger man. I'm no givesy backsies.
The check is him quietly saying, I'm taking Vinny.
Oh, well, I didn't get that.
You didn't get that at all? You got so distracted by the money?
Yeah.
He's going, I want an introduction to Vinny.
I
think he's going to be a star.
Be Ari's daughter.
And Ari's like, yeah, he's going to be a star. I've been telling you that. He's like, but can you introduce me? Because I would like to talk to him myself.
He's just a fan.
No, he's not just a fan. He's clearly trying to poach Vinny here.
But they're at the same agency. Why would you poach somebody from somebody else?
Because I understand. You want the direct percentage from them. So then we cut back to Jessica Alba's house that they're still staying at.
Love it.
And Ari and Drama are in suits.
The columns in the hallway. Could you imagine just like I would just wear a princess dress and I would just be like on the columns like.
I don't want columns.
Well, I don't want columns, but if there's columns in a house, I'm going to enjoy it.
Turtle and Drama are in suits, and they are getting high as fuck. And Drama is holding a Doritos bag closed so Turtle can't snack before the bat mitzvah.
Why can't they eat before?
Because he wants to have his stomach fully empty for this amazing meal to meet the bat mitzvah.
But they're men. You just keep eating.
They're men. You just keep eating. No,
if I was a man, I would just keep eating.
They don't want to. Men get full.
Because you get outfits that don't show everything. I'd have to be in a stupid dress. I'm like, I gotta stop eating at some point.
That's not why they're not. They're eating so they can get really full there, so they can eat as much as possible there, so they can really maximize on the profits of the fancy foods.
It's not Korean barbecue, baby.
Drama goes, eating now would be like jerking off before fucking a supermodel, and Turtle was like, I would jerk off before fucking a supermodel so I could go all night. Which honestly, right before he said that was my thought too. Like, definitely jerk off before fucking a supermodel.
No, that'd be torture.
What? Why?
Someone who wants to go all night. Give me an hour max. I'm tired.
Then Vinnie and E walk in, and E has a $3,000 suit on.
He thinks he's flexing, and it's just pathetic.
Yeah, he was bitching about $2,000. Now he's like $3,000. But then Drama is like, that's actually a really good investment. McQuick. I wrote it and I could not read what I wrote. McQuick's got to be worth $100,000 easy. That's Sloan's dad.
Oh, that's the dad?
Yes. They're saying they're investing and joining in their family by getting this suit.
Oh, yeah, smart.
It's like getting Microsoft in the 80s.
It's like getting Microsoft in the 80s. All I have to say is Turtle looks so cute. Turtle's so cute. Turtle's grown on me. I have a crush on Turtle.
I love Turtle.
I have a crush on Turtle. And on top of that, where the fuck is Arnold?
He can't
Not
be there.
a
They got
dog
suits.
in sight. No, why can't he be out in the hallway? Why can't he be out anywhere?
Maybe he's hanging
not
outside taking a nap
fucking
by the
there.
pool.
He's dead.
Arnold's not dead.
He's dead.
Have
comes
we
back.
seen him this season?
Nope. No, we have seen him this season.
No,
When?
no. We saw dog food.
We saw
dog
him.
food.
Was he on the plane when they got off?
Yeah, they get off the plane with him.
No, he
And
wasn't.
he's in the car driving back with.
looked at it
No,
multiple times.
he's in the car.
He's not on the fucking
He's
plane.
in the
I think
car
he's-
driving
I
back
think
with
that's
them.
the only time we've
and
seen
they're
him.
in
He's
his
in the car
car.
driving back with them.
So
And
we have
I-
seen him this season,
saw
and
him
he's
in
not
the very
dead.
beginning, and then he doesn't end up at the Malibu house.
He's there
Yes.
somewhere. You just don't see him. He's sleeping by the pool.
No.
It's off screen.
You can't say off screen anymore. Also, you don't let dogs sleep by pools. They could fall in.
That's not true at all. Why would you make up
Arnold,
shit?
You can't. They could fall in and drown.
I've seen lots of dogs sleep by pools.
Those must be good dogs that don't like water. Other dogs be drowning.
Then they're fucking making fun of E. He's in a fancy suit. He's all soaped up. He smells like mangoes. They're like, he's in love with Sloan, and they're making fun of him. And
What Turtle said.
if she breaks your heart, do us a favor and kill yourself.
So we don't have to hear about it.
Yes.
Iconic.
They're all like making fun of E. And then Vinny's like, well, I'm really straight up. And Vinny goes, I told you I don't want to talk about it in front of them. And Drama and Turtle are offended. They're like, them? And Drama goes, next thing you know, E's going to be his fucking brother.
I agree.
It's such a
I
funny
agree.
thing.
And I've been the drama before. Siena's done shit like this to me before. Being like, I didn't want to do that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I am the only one. I am the one.
You come upstairs and try to
I am
instigate
Siena's one.
fights with me and my boyfriend.
No, it
And
was
then
one
you
time
leave.
and it was funny.
You've done it twice now.
I was just trying to get you to go out. He wanted you to go out. And you were like, I'm tired. That's not a real fight. That's me being like, Jesse wants you to go to this
You
thing.
kept saying, oh,
I
I
thought
made
it
them
was
fight.
funny.
Oh, I made them
Obviously
fight.
you weren't
And we were like,
fighting.
we're
You
only
also don't have a
fighting
sense
with
of humor.
you.
They don't have a sense of humor. My God.
I'm going to kill you every
If you want to
day.
hang out with a couple with no sense of humor.
So then
I've written down 5 different times E's the worst friend.
they're like, Vinny, tell me. And then E tells them. Vinny's like, whoa, tell them, fine. And then E is like, yeah, Vinny's still in love with Mandy. And he told her in front of James Cameron. No, he didn't, because James Cameron wasn't there. So not only is E lying right
That's
now,
what I'm saying, narcissist.
but like, what sucks is like, no wonder Vinny doesn't tell you things. No wonder he doesn't put this in you.
You exploit him and you're not there for him.
You use the truth against him to
use
control
it against
him.
Exactly. You use it against him. You don't actually help him or listen to him when he says, I don't want to talk about this with people. You just use it
When
for
he's
your
telling you
own
his feelings
shit.
are hurt, you don't even address his feelings. You tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
And then when you can use his feelings against him, you use them against him.
Mm-hmm.
They're teasing you
He
for
feels
normal
no
shit.
remorse. He feels nothing.
No, he's like a really...
He's not like, okay, I'm
He is-
sorry. Oh, well, this is what happened. He's like, blah, 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 blah.
honestly a terrible friend,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
Poor Vinny. poor baby Cupid Vinny and his little harness.
So then they're like, whoa, E, Drama and Turtle, this is your fault.
Yeah.
You should have gotten her off the movie. And then Vinny's like,
It
there's
is.
not going to be a fucking problem. It's fine.
Well, also, they just need to let Vinny be a grown man. But
Well-
also, Vinny was stalking this girl. I don't know what.
Yeah, but now he's like, it's fine. Listen to me. I just told her I love her this morning. And then Vinny's like, I was thinking about moving on and living my life today, but I guess E's the one who's into Sloan. And E's like, you didn't even know who she was. And Vinny is like, you spoke up first, so I'll step down.
Mm-hmm.
And we cut to the car, and E is like, actually, Vinny, I don't need you to back down.
Yes.
You can go after Sloan too. I've been thinking about it clearly for
I'm
at
that
least
great. I'm that great that you should go after Sloan too. Blah,
It'll
blah,
be
blah.
fine.
And then Drama. What did Drama say? He said
Well, then they're like, if you sacrifice Sloan, we might save the movie if you let Vinny fuck Sloan.
which is what he should be doing. It's not. No. I'm sorry. No one should be let to fuck any woman.
Yeah.
It should be whatever the woman.
They
whoever
act
she
like
wants.
these women don't have brains to make decisions.
If the woman happened to want both of them and happened to want them to decide in some fake scenario, then yes, Vinny should be the one because Vinny is the one dealing with heartbreak, and it's better for their monies. I'm sorry. Does he want to pay for that $3,000 suit or not? Biatch. Pay with his first of Oreos.
So Vinny's like, fine, then maybe I will hit on Sloan too if E says it's fine. And then Drama is still smoking, and he goes to hand the joint to fucking E, and E says, no, thank you. And he's like, you're going to need your faculties. And E goes, you're fucking stupid.
I don't know what else he was trying to say. No, he said.
Oh, he says facilities. I said the right one.
Facilities.
He says you're going to need all your facilities.
He said you're going to need all your facilities, and then E said, what does that even mean, Drama? He goes, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
I did think it was one.
He
I
meant
think
faculties.
It was funny how he said that. He said that. He had points for that.
Well, I think
I like when he said idiot.
Ben and I were talking about this, and we think Kevin Connolly is doing a good performance as E, but E is just insufferable. Every decision he makes is so good for E, but I hate all the decisions E makes.
No, he's written to be fucking annoying narc.
I think sometimes, I think Ari and Drama and even Turtle are doing a good performance, and then I look at E and I'm like, is that guy just like that? But I don't think so. I think he is doing a good acting job.
Yeah, I think he's doing a good acting job. I think he is playing E as written. The problem is they're not aware of how they're writing him.
I agree, but are we saying this because we're backtracking because he commented on our Instagram?
No.
No.
We've been talking about this unrelated before he commented on our Instagram.
We'll clip it.
I think it's a question. I think sometimes with Entourage, because there's so many real people on the show, you get lost in is that guy even acting? But I think he is actually doing
because they're playing very
Vinny,
real characters and real. They feel very real.
They get to Sarah's bat mitzvah, and there's so many old people and digital cameras, and Sarah has a tiara on, and there's no theme.
She looks adorable.
The first thing I told her is there's no theme. And there wasn't a theme at the bat mitzvah I went to, but from my time in college, I discovered that people had themes.
Maybe girls,
is that an East Coast thing?
Maybe girls feel more secure, so they don't do themes, and boys feel like weird having a party for themselves, so they feel like they have to do a theme.
No, because Molly had a theme. It was Mollywood.
Lots of bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs have themes.
Yeah.
Well, then they're fucking lame, and they should have done a theme.
So we're there, and then Terrence comes up to Ari, and Ari's like, I know his fucking ancestors were with the fucking Nazis.
No, but before that, they even go in, and then they go, why are we all at different tables?
We're not there yet. Because then Ari's like, well, you hate Melinda, too. And we see Terrence has a young wife named Melinda. And she's like, Mrs. Ari's like, shut the fuck up. I don't hate anyone. And then Melinda and Terrence come up to them, and Melinda's like, being a housewife suits you. And then Mrs. Ari's like, being a raging bitch on TV suits you, Melinda. And then Melinda's like, maybe you'd be on a hit TV show if you didn't put out at 25.
No, she didn't quit at 25.
Oh, I heard put out twice.
She says quit acting.
She said quit, not put out? I thought she said put out.
No.
Well, that's a less aggressive statement then.
No, it wasn't that aggressive. It was all passive aggressive, but you were really reading it like they were about to get in a fucking
They were about to get in a fight. It was crazy. I thought it was really intense. You didn't think that was an aggressive fight?
Yeah, it was normal passive aggressive.
Normal passive aggressive. I don't like doing passive. What'd you say?
I feel like mom talks to people like that all the time.
Mom does not talk to people like that all the time.
I will say, what is her name? We should not call her Mrs. Ari.
It's not revealed till the end of the show.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm calling her Mrs. Gold, Mrs. Ari's wife.
Mrs. Gold looks fire.
She looks great.
I love her dress.
The dress is so good.
She looks strong. She's in a beautiful
And we still
dress.
don't know what her fucking name is.
She looked hot at the house too. I wasn't throwing shade earlier. I just was like, since when did we make her hot girl?
She's always been hot girl. They never changed
she's
actors.
always been in really kind of boring outfits before. She's been really boring looking, really no personality.
Well, now she's having...
And now they're like, she wears hot pink.
Honestly, I wonder if they didn't know how hard her character was going to hit. Like, they wrote this character, and, every time she says anything, Jesse goes, I love Ari's wife. Like she says anything.
Men love a woman who beats you down.
But I just wonder if like if that was like something they discovered as the show went on that the audience was reacting to.
Yeah, probably.
Because like I always like Ari's wife, but like I was like, yeah, tell that fucking guy what's up. And then it was just crazy to Jesse, who doesn't really watch the show. Every time Ari's wife goes, I love Ari's wife.
Has he watched the show through?
He's seen it like on and off.
Oh, they were talking. Actually, I was listening to the Sam Sanders show today, KCRW, NPR, and they were talking about Love Island, and they're talking about homoeroticism in Love Island, and what's like. There's like these two guys in Love Island right now who are like having. They're saying it's an outdated term, which it is, bromance, but talking about like, is that good for like queer representation, or is it damaging, or whatever? And then they were like, what real platforms do we have? Like all these shows that show like homosexual relationships, like or whatever, they're all directed towards women. The women are the audience, and like what shows do we have towards men? And the one show they brought up was Entourage. They said Entourage is the one show that like where like men will talk about their emotions, and it's men like and not feeling shame in that, and understanding masculinity can come in different forms and in different. And it doesn't have to be this hyper toxic masculinity.
Like you've got other TV shows like Friends has like Chandler and Joey and stuff, and you've got New Girl and stuff, and they do have that dynamic, but it's always a comedy, and there are moments where the tension between these boys and their friendship is treated as drama.
No, it's real. It's like very real, and it's like this is not just some joke to everybody, and it's like it's not Joey and Chandler. But also, I will say, Friends is another show I think that is targeted towards a female audience. So
as
women
is New
as the
Girl,
audience.
you're right, and this is
one of the only shows that is literally like men watch it. It is for men. It is about men,
and not to say that men don't talk about their feelings and other things, but they have other things. But they have other things like I gotta defeat this motorcycle gang, or I have to defeat this mob.
Is men's emotions and men's vulnerability, and the love for their friendship.
The core drama,
and that their friendship is a romance is important. In itself.
Is their intimate friendships, as opposed to the core drama being, cooking or motorcycles, and then they talk about their feelings. Which is
why they probably have to but why they do in this time make so many homophobic jokes, because they're like, oh, we're walking this line, and it's like, no, instead it's two lines. The show is very advanced in some ways in how they talk about men and men's relationships, but it's so dated and out of
it's a terrifying, honest kind of way of like these men trying to no homo their way into intimacy.
And being like, I'm finding intimacy and love through my male friendships, which is great.
These are important relationships that I value.
But we're not gay.
Yeah. That's an interesting point to make. There was nothing funny, but it was an interesting point. We should clip it.
Ooh.
Terrence and Melinda walk away from Ari and Mrs. Ari, who are greeting everybody, and then they see Vinnie walk up with Drama, Turtle, and E, and she's like, why does he have 3 dates? And Ari's like, they're a package deal.
I love that. I love that they walk in, and I love that Vinnie has to bring his gang to the
Bat-Mitzvah. They're a package deal. And so then we go, and Turtle is complaining that there's nothing edible, and they're sitting at another table, him and Drama.
No, they have different cars, and then they go, why are we seated at different tables? And then Drama goes, oh, they want to spread out the celebs.
Yeah. Drama's like, they gotta get me at another table.
I love it.
Listen, Drama's able to convince himself of anything. What an incredible man.
Delicious is what you need to make it.
It's fine. That's your takeaway, because my takeaway is Turtle goes, there's no food here, and they go, there's sushi, and he goes, no cooked food.
Yeah, no cooked food.
So it's crazy.
No, I disagree with that, because I think sushi is great.
That's a new thought you
have.
And
that would be great sushi. Well, yeah, but also he's my age in this.
True.
I'm sorry, I'm not 18 years old running around here in Entourage.
So then they go up and they talk to Sarah, Vinnie, and the gang, and they're like, you guys missed Temple. And Drama's like, I thought it was only for Jews.
I can't believe they thought that they'd go to Temple. And I can't believe they also so blatantly just show up to the party time without going to Temple.
Not even there at the beginning. And then Ari's like,
but also, if I was Vinnie, I'd be like, I'm not going to Temple. I'm going to the party.
Well, I would go to Temple because I did, and I would do it again.
Actually, I probably would. But if I was myself as Vinnie, I would go to Temple.
Vinnie should have been at Temple.
Yeah,
the adults go to Temple.
If I was Vinnie, I wouldn't, because I'm Vinnie. I'm that character. So I get it. If I'm myself and I'm a star, I would go to Temple. Also, I just think it'd be fun. I want to hear that kid. I want to hear that kid
sing badly.
Say the stuff.
So then they all go to sit down, and Ari pulls Turtle aside and goes, Turtle, smoke more weed. Seriously, smoke more weed. $500 a head. And they're all excited.
$500 a head. So how many people are there? Maybe 200, 300. How much money is that?
$100,000 for 200 people.
This girl's got that for her 13th. I'm never even gonna have a wedding. I can't even have a wedding that's $10,000. I'm like, that's too much money.
$50,000 is half of what she got for that, though. It's an investment. And if everyone's giving a lot of money, then they're making more money.
But she's getting it. Ari's not getting it.
Yeah, it's an investment in his daughter. You
no,
put
I
it away
love
for
that,
them.
but still, it's $100,000 for
I'm
one
pretty
night.
sure I got some money for my confirmation. I think I got $200 total.
Exactly. That's pretty much about how much I got.
And a statue of the Virgin Mary.
Yes. And a bunch of rosaries and a bunch of I can't wait to see the rest of your life in the church.
So then Vinnie and E, they're talking about Sloan. E's not going to go up and dance. And E is like, it's cheating that you're going to dance, Vinnie. You've been training for the Saturday Night Fever remake for 20 years. And E is like, why are you doing this? And Vinnie's like, why'd you tell the guys about Mandy? And he's like, really? And then they both go to approach Sloan.
Sorry that E's a fucking bitch who won't dance.
Yeah, E's a fucking nerd. He won't fucking dance.
Never bring me to a man that won't dance.
So this is when Vinnie and E's dynamic starts to get toxic on Vinnie's side as well, because as vengeance, Vinnie is really fucking with E, acting like he's gonna fuck Sloan. It really made me think of Jennifer's body.
He was so Jennifer.
He's
checked,
so
and
Jennifer.
She's so
there.
needy. Oh my
he
god.
He is needy, and Vinnie is Jennifer.
Yeah, and he's just like toying, like it's like a cat toying and being like, look what I could do, look what I could do.
But he's obsessed with E. He's not even obsessed with
but he's
girls,
not obsessed with the girl. He's like, I'm just obsessed with my friend.
Yeah.
Another homoerotic
is the word I'm looking for.
Friendship relationship.
So then Drama and Turtle are sitting at a table with a bunch of old people, and Drama's telling the old man next to him, I was on Viking Quest. And he goes, I can't hear you. And they're so hungry, and they pull a server aside.
I love that they just sit there waiting for the food. They're not even like going to go walk around and get a drink. They're just like, we have our beers, and we're sitting here waiting for the food.
They want to eat. And this is when they discover that there were appetizers after temple. And they're like, we didn't go to temple. And the server goes, sinners. So then we're back with E and Vinnie, and they're talking to Sloan about her trip to Italy where she opened a restaurant or some shit. And Vinnie decides to fuck with E, and he goes, E also managed an Italian restaurant. He managed the biggest Sbarro's. And Sloan goes, I used to go to Sbarro's at the Beverly Center all the time. Great sauce.
Great sauce.
Get off his dick. I'm so fucking done.
Sauce. I know.
She goes, that character just came in, and her only goal and her only thought is to fuck E. She has no other fucking thoughts. Yeah. I hate her so much.
Also, come on.
And then Sloan turns to Vinnie and is like, my dad wants to talk to you. And he's like, sure. Also, the last review for the Sbarro's in the Beverly Center was from 2011.
What does it say? Is it from her? Sloan.
This person hates
sauce.
it. Why would you have 6 full pizzas, full trays of breadsticks, and salad that was fully ordered for only 30 people in the food court on a Wednesday before 5 p.m.? Seems to me that's too early to have full setup. The pizza I had was stale, and after the cook with the pink tennis shoes placed my pizza in the oven, it was stale and crispy. I can't believe this place does that good, where I saw a teenager wearing a diamond stud Cartier watch, just like the food that made me sick.
What? No, this is an insane person.
That's how I realized how far from El Monte I was.
El Monte?
I don't know what the fuck
El Monte out there?
Yeah.
They're saying El Monte's like Beverly Hills of the world?
I don't know.
I'm in the
Sbarro's of Beverly Hills. This person's throwing a fucking fit.
God.
So then,
also, I did have Sbarro's not recently, in the last year. I didn't realize that was Sbarro's. It's at the mall in Burbank.
Yeah.
Kind of good pizza.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
It's you and Sloan can go hop all over Vinnie, and it's kind of good pizza.
No, I would never say to his face. E.
You can hop all over E, and it's kind of good pizza.
No, I'm sitting with Turtle at the table. We're waiting for some damn steak.
Well, actually, we're further into the Bat-Mitzvah, and Ari is bringing up the family, and he's giving a speech about his daughter, because they're going to start all the ceremony stuff. And he's like, when she was born, I wanted her to be a boy. And everyone gets mad, and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he gives this long speech about how amazing his daughter is.
It's weird.
But the speech gets weirder and fucking weirder.
And
he's like, she used to come and wake us up in bed and bounce on us and stuff. And
she wanted to be near them, so she slept under their bed.
Well, the story goes that one day she's missing, I guess, and they're looking for her one morning, and they go and they find her sleeping under the bed because she didn't want to wake them up, but she just wanted to be close to them. That's a terrifying story. I'd be so scared if I woke up and my daughter was sleeping under my fucking bed.
She's giving the orphan.
She's going to kill them.
How many horrible things did she hear when she was under there?
Did they fuck while she was under there?
Either they're having sex or Ari's saying horrible things to his wife.
No, he loves his wife.
No, he says horrible things to her. We cannot just erase this. We cannot erase this fact.
You aren't watching the show. You're watching it with jaded eyes. And so, yeah, he gives that terrifying speech. And during the terrifying speech, Terrence is being introduced to E and Vinnie. And then E turns to Sloan and is like, let's get them acquainted. You and me, Sloan, we'll go get a drink. Yeah. And so E and Sloan leave, and Melinda tells Vince how much she loved Head On. Vince is abandoned with Terrence and Melinda, while E and Sloan
goes, I
escape.
finally got around to saying Head On.
Yeah.
I'll be like, shut the fuck up, rude bitch.
I don't think you would
finally
say that at
got
all.
Around. Okay.
She's
sorry,
busy.
you should have seen it when it came out.
It did well. It's not like they needed her to see it.
It's just rude. No, that just shows that that they didn't believe in him. It's not about needing them to see it. It's about belief. It's about, I think this is going to be a good movie when it immediately comes out, not waiting to hear what people say about it and then deciding to see it.
It's a really good point. I actually 100% support you on this.
Exactly!
I disagree with you.
I'm on fire today. I didn't even have coffee.
Chanalisisdra.
Yeah, what?
Analysis in the middle of your name. Chanalisisdra.
I think Chanalysis is good.
Chanalysis. She's the Chanalysis.
Join my Chanalysis channel.
He is giving the speech about his daughter on stage, and he sees Terrence talking to Vinnie, and he's like, "Oh God!"
No, they're
and
calling
so
up.
They're getting ready to do.
I don't fully. Somebody.
Yes, they're
Grandpa
calling up a
Bubba.
grandpa to do the candle lighting ceremony. Could you give us a little background on the candle lighting ceremony? Because
it usually goes cocktail hour. You go in to sit down.
Cocktail. This is a 13-year-old's birthday party, by the way.
Cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour. You go in to sit down. A round of dancing. Then they clear the floor for you to do candle lighting. The candles, usually you invite different members of your family up to light each candle. And you're supposed to have 13, but that's so many. Most people do not do a full 13.
How is that so many? You just come up and stick a candle in.
Takes so long to bring everybody up.
I think because they bring up really old people. They're always asking really old people to do it, so it
and
takes a long
old people
time.
never fucking pay attention. They're never like, oh, I'm on deck. Let me start walking up because I walk at a fucking snail's pace. Old people need to start locking in and being like, okay, obviously Aunt whatever her face is going up, I'm probably gonna be up soon. Maybe I should get up and start walking. Instead, they sit there, wait for their name. They go, oh, they finish eating whatever they're eating. They put it down. They
the grandpa,
move their chair. It's like an hour. It's
the grandpa
a fucking hour.
starts to slowly get up.
Exactly.
And then Ari goes, better idea. Let's bring up Sarah's star crush to come up and cut the challah. And the grandpa's sadly sits back down as Vinnie comes up to cut the challah. And he finishes.
Mrs. Gold is pissed.
And then Vinnie and Ari goes, let's start the music.
She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Mrs. Gold is pissed. And then Ari goes, no better way to kill a party than to get 30 people up here to light a candle.
Not wrong. He's not wrong.
Well, then Drama and Turtle are checking up the challah as it's born. And Turtle's like, imagine making a 6-foot hero out of that. Little mortadella, little gabagool, little provolone.
They had me, dude. I would be sitting with them talking about that. Oh, just cut that baby open.
My takeaway was that Turtle says gabagool.
Gabagool.
Not capicoli.
Capicoli.
So the food comes out, but Turtle and Drama discover they never even got to order the food because they showed up to the party part late too. And since they never ordered food, they say, "We'll take whatever you got."
But
she gives them
ordering
2
of the
kosher
food would have happened
vegetarians.
weeks ago. It wouldn't have been that day. They have to prepare this stuff and enough stuff.
I think that they were not properly invited.
Yes.
So they were never given an invitation.
Because Mrs. Gold didn't even know anything.
So the lady gives him 2 kosher vegetarian meals, and then Turtle tries to buy the steak off the guy next to him, and he still can't hear them because he's old.
I agree with that. I would just, as soon as he looks away, swap it out. He's too old. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
You can't switch. He
also can't even chew that fucking steak. Sorry, buddy.
You're not swapping out
doing
the
you a
steak.
favor.
So then we cut to Sloan and E, and the Rihanna song Pon de Replay comes up, and E won't dance with her. And Vinnie comes up to him, and Sloan's like, I love this song, but Eric refuses to dance with me.
May that man never find me.
And Vinnie is like,
no, I'm not doing that.
Well, Vinnie goes, E's a little insecure about dancing Sloan. I'll talk to him. And E and Vinnie walk off to the side.
Such a weird thing to do. If any man, I'd be like, what? They're going to go, I would be like, I'm walking away. I'd be like, this is weird behavior from both of these men.
I'd be like, they can talk.
Let me talk to him about how he's insecure to dance.
Let me pump up my friend.
Weird.
Because I'm so pretty.
No.
Yes.
Weird.
So then Vinnie says to E, fine, I did lie, but I believed I was over Mandy Moore, and I'm not.
And that's fine. Like, why does he have to give everybody a play-by-play of his emotions 24/7?
And E's like, well, I want you to get over her and make the movie.
I know.
I'm like,
so E is such a fucking bad friend.
Vinnie just opened up in a really serious way.
And the first thing you could say is something that is just like, that's just not something that's happening. That's just not it. That's not what you say.
It's crazy because Vinnie literally is being sensitive here in the way that he says he believed. And that's the saddest part, was that he bought into it and he wasn't, and now he's stuck. That's why they're stuck in this situation. He said he could handle it and now he can't. And E is fucking unhelpful. He's a dick. And then Vinnie goes, you said as my manager, as my friend. And he goes, both.
Yeah, so then you're bad at both, bitch.
Exactly. So then Vinnie's like,
it's
fine.
It's not good for either.
And Vinnie goes over to SLOAN and says, E wants you to dance with me so you can teach him some moves.
Hell yeah.
Which I think is weird. If a man comes to me and say, another man wants me to dance with you, I'd be like, don't fucking boss.
I just like that he went behind his back. But yeah.
Don't tell me who to dance with. Don't come and boss me around. They would both be dead to me in that moment.
All of the moments I would be not doing this.
So then E sadly watches SLOAN dance with Vinnie and he's all pouty. And then we see Ari's also watching SLOAN dance with Vinnie. Yeah. And he's like, oh, he's pimping out his own daughter. And so he grabs his 13-year-old daughter and goes, Sarah, go dance with your star crush Vinnie.
She's like, no, Dad, leave me alone.
She goes, shut up, Daddy. And
I love that she says that.
She's a woman. I got to get used to this.
He's like, finally, like her mother. And see, this is when she redeemed herself for me. I was like, okay, this is Ari's daughter.
Yeah, she's tough.
It's coming out more.
And she's got that little tiara on.
Yeah.
And so Mrs. Gold's overacting. He's like, no, I'm not. And he's like, at the Bill and Ted premiere, Terrence said, I'll take Keanu. You take the other one. Mrs. Gold tells Ari, you go up to Terrence and you talk to him and you stand up to him and tell him he's not taking Vinnie from you. And Ari goes, all right. And he goes, just be a man. And he's like, what the fuck? Why would you say just be a man to me at the end of the speech? And actually, she kisses him at the end of the speech. She's like, you go up there and you
looking for stuff.
Oh, no, she kisses him. This is what's funny. And then she goes, just be a man. And then he wipes the kiss off his face after she says, just be a man, because he's so offended that the heartfelt speech was ruined by just be a man. It was a crazy thing to notice Ari wiping off the kiss his wife gave him. And then we're with Turtle and Drama, who are walking with the server. Now, the server, they run to her and they're like, please give us food. And Drama hits on her in Yiddish or something. And then she's like, I know what you guys need.
She goes, how stoned are you guys? She was so weird. I don't know why you would say that. You would just be like, oh.
Well, she says it because then they're walking down around the building and she's like, when do I get my joint? And Turtle goes, when we see the goods.
Oh.
And they turn the corner and we see they're at the kids' buffet.
Best spot.
Turtle hands her a joint from his pocket and they're by the pool. It's super for kids. It's all like little teeny tiny carts and stuff. And Drama is so excited. He goes, hot dogs, chicken, pizza. And he lifts the lid and he goes, mac and cheese, baby. And they're so happy. So they're having a good time, but Ari's having a bad time. We're back with Terrence, and he's like, I'm not sharing Vince. And Terrence is like, every client should be represented by every agent in the building. And then Ari's like, well, fuck you.
Bitch. Yeah.
And Terrence goes, I've had more than a few partners, and not all of them have lasted. Enjoy your evening. So then Terrence is threatening to make Ari lose his job
I have
to
the
steal
biggest client
Vinnie.
ever, bitch. You can't steal my fucking Vinnie.
Well,
Vinnie's going, and also Vinnie, they don't know that Vinnie's a ride or die. Vinnie sticks with his people.
They don't know that, but they're gonna their goal is to push Ari out of the business, and then keep Vinnie.
Well, Ari needs to start his own business.
Then we're back with Drama and Turtle, and they're eating next to two kids who are trying to smoke a joint. And they turn to Turtle and Drama and they go, will you give us a light? And they go, what? And they act really scandalized by two 13-year-olds trying to smoke weed.
Like, how old are you guys? Meanwhile, we knew they were smoking weed. When they were 13.
And they're also super high right now.
How old are you guys? It's a gateway drug.
We're giving you a lesson. You're talking to a former addict. Weed is a gateway drug, son. One day, you're lighting up in full view of adults at a Bat-Mitzvah. The next, you're crushing Sunset, offering hand jobs for crack rock. The next day, you're cruising Sunset, offering hand jobs for crack rock.
And then the kid says, which one of you did that? And Hurdle's reaction is the best thing I've ever seen. He just, with his fork, just points at Drama and is like, Drama, I guess. It was so good.
And they're like, whatever, shut up. And the kid goes, just give me a light, old man, or I'll tell your dad. Just give me a light, old man, or I'll tell my dad you put your hand on my knee. And they look at each other and they give the kid a light, and those kids get high
easily.
So funny. I mean, I love this part.
Some kid says, I'm going to pull pedophile card. I'm like, fuck.
I mean,
here you go. Here's all the drugs.
Why did they even tell these kids a fake story about cruising Sunset for... Why are they telling the kids they're former addicts?
They're former addicts.
Why are they doing that? It's crazy.
I love it. I love that they're in sync. They didn't even have to get on page with each other.
They looked at it in sync. We are former addicts. Yeah. They said to a bunch of children while they're eating mac and cheese and pizza.
So delicious.
So then we go to Vinnie and SLOAN, and we realize he's been talking about Mandy the whole time. And she's like, well, tell me about E now. And he's like, E's probably mad at me, but he's really great. And SLOAN goes, you didn't tell him I don't date actors? And Vinnie goes, you don't date actors? And she's like, I already told you that last time you were working me. And then Vinnie gets a phone call.
And it's Mandy Moore.
So they're standing outside. We cut back in to E, and he's complaining that Vinnie and SLOAN left together to Turtle and Drama. And Turtle and Drama are trying to figure out where SLOAN and Vinnie have left to have sex. And they say maybe at the tennis courts, because at the Beverly Hilton you have sex at the tennis courts. That's Beverly Hilton. That's where you have the Golden Globes. I didn't realize that's where they're at, or that's where the Golden Globes were, but I Googled it.
Why do you have sex on tennis courts?
I don't know.
Interesting.
And he's like, I can't believe he did this. He's trying to have sex with her out of spite. I may never speak to him again. Bitch, you manage him. Your life's over if you never speak to him again.
Go back to Sabario's.
Ridiculous.
There's nothing wrong with Sabario's.
Yeah, you like it apparently. So Drama tells E not to be so fucking sensitive. And Turtle goes, it's like getting mad at a bull for giving you the horns when you shouldn't have been in the ring ever. And
I
so,
agree.
I mean, Vinnie did say he'd back off, and he said, no. How about you get in my fucking
And now
face?
he's having a fit when he's not backing off.
Yeah. And so then Drama and Turtle then see the dessert cart, and they get so excited. Do it yourself Sundays.
And then Turtle goes,
Sprinkles? No, he doesn't say it confused. He goes, sprinkles. Like he's like got like some secret.
I agree. I love sprinkles.
So they run off to go to the dessert cart, leaving E alone to pout by himself. And then SLOAN approaches E. And he's like, well, where's Vince? And SLOAN's like, oh, Mandy called. And he's like, you're fucking kidding me. And SLOAN's like, I knew.
She said, let him live.
She said, SLOAN goes, Vinnie said you'd react that way. She tells him to chill and let him live and not worry about him. And then E goes, what else did he say?
And he just said that he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy and he's my best friend.
Why are you pointing at me like I should know?
He's so moral. Because I thought you'd say it like in a mean way. Like I thought you'd say something funny and mean about E.
No, he sucks.
She said, and you've been his best friend his whole life, and I should drag you on the dance floor. And they go and slow dance together.
Lame.
Stupid.
And then outside,
Mandy pulls up in her convertible and is like, and Vinny's standing there waiting for her.
I was gonna be so pissed at first. I was like, what the fuck is she doing there?
She pulls up and she goes, Chris and I are taking a break. And Vinny's like, do you need a friend? And Mandy goes, I have enough friends. I'm not over you either, Vinny.
Crazy.
And Vinny goes, do you want to get a coffee and talk about it? And they drive off together. Mandy was into him the whole time. She just didn't know it too. They both lied to themselves.
No, she knew it. She was just trying to move on because he stalked her.
Maybe that's it. He's like, he's toxic. But then she was like, Chris is toxic too.
But sometimes
she loves a
toxic.
She loves a toxic man.
Yeah. Oh, to be a celebrity couple in a car. In a convertible car, like me and my
driving out of Beverly Hilton if you're going to have coffee and talk about our love.
Like, oh my God, Mandy Moore and Vinnie Chase in a car together. I wonder if they're dating again.
And then Drama and Turtle are sitting outside and they go, is that
smoking
Vince?
weed. They're smoking weed.
Yeah.
They're going, is that Vince?
Is that Mandy? And the episode ends. Mischief. What do you think's going to happen next?
Good episode. I think Ari's going to get fired. I think that they're then going to have to start his own company, separate. And like almost like Michael Scott Paper Company.
Of course, that's the reference.
And then Mandy and Vinny are going to date, and E is going to have a fucking fit about it. And it's going to be like, why? Why do you care? Let them, as long as they're dating for as long as the movie's going, fine. And then I think that Drama and Turtle, they'll all go on one big massive date, and they'll date Mandy's friends. And then Arnold will come around.
And Arnold will be seen again.
Yeah. That's all I got.
And you like this episode? Good episode?
It was a good episode. I wish I had a Bat-Mitzvah. I wish I was there. I wish I was that little girl. I'd say, shut up, Daddy. Give me my fucking money, bitch.
I wish I was there too.
Now, motherfucker.
But I would love to be in that kid snack section, just
oh
chowing down by the pool.
I would be
that
eating
seems
all
like the
the mac
spot
and
to
cheese.
be in.
And you look next to Drama. He's got stacks of hot dogs.
Here's the thing. That is incredibly accurate.
No way. Actually.
Those kids sections where they are like, you're getting the chicken fingers, you're getting fries.
And that's the place to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love
it's just
that.
buffet style, baby. Oh my God.
Buffet style
so
kids
nice.
food, every bar mitzvah.
By the pool.
And then you get your DIY Sunday after.
With sprinkles.
If anybody knows anybody having a bar Bat Mitzvah anytime soon, invite us. We would love to come.
I don't want to go to anyone's. What are you talking about? I'll go to my friends.
I don't have fucking
I'm not crashing.
13-year-old friends.
You have friends who will have 13-year-old children. You get to go as an old person.
I don't want to go as an old person. I want to go now.
I hear it's better to go as an old person.
I want to pop off.
I hear you pop off more as an old person.
Who are you hearing this from? The old fucking people?
Jake.
Rankings. Bottom E. Bad fucking friend. Shit ass friend. Fuck you, E. Next. Oh, so hard. Ari being fake good dad.
He's a good dad.
Fake good dad. Next. Vinnie. Because, you know what? No, I can't do that. It's too hard because I like all three of them in this episode. And I always make Drama and Turtle the top.
Rank them all number 1.
Can I do that? Fuck. All right, fine. Third, Drama. Because Drama was really good, but he didn't have much going on this episode. And he wasn't really having his brother's back too much. He was more just like, what the heck? That's my brother. And then next, Vinnie, because I feel bad for Vinnie. Poor Vinnie. He's just baby Cupid doing tummy time, and everybody's being mean to him and making him get over this girl. And then top Turtle, because he pointed at Drama when they said who did the attic story, and because Turtle wanted to eat before the Bat-Mitzvah, and I would have wanted to too. And then he looked so good in his outfit, and yeah, he's just the best one.
Fair. My bottom is also E for being a horrible friend, and a terrible manager, and just a general piece of shit. Yeah. Then I have Vinnie for being toxic. He is being so toxic this episode. If your friend's being shitty, stop being friends with them. Don't pretend to fuck the girl that he likes in mind games.
Dude, do what you gotta do.
Vinnie's being toxic.
No, he's standing on 10 toes.
My third is Drama because he didn't let Turtle eat before the Bat-Mitzvah.
Yes. My
second is Ari for being a really good dad the whole time and giving a weird, creepy speech.
You're fooled.
And being such a good dad and a good husband. And so Ari gets number 2 spot. And my number 1 is Turtle because he was wronged in every way, but he kept a good attitude. He should have gotten, if they told him to go to Temple for appetizers, he would have gone to Temple for appetizers. If they showed up on time, he would have been able to order. Yeah. He was told to smoke more weed by Ari and then served a kosher vegetarian plate. And then when everything doesn't work out, he asks the lady where the food is, and he gets them over to the fucking spot with all the kids' food. Turtle was wronged, and he made the best of it. And that's why we love Turtle, because that's the best thing about, I do love Turtle, because Turtle always makes the best of a situation that he's in. Turtle never pouts in the corner like E. The Turtle is in it. He is fixing it. He is on it. And we love Turtle.
It's crazy you guys went through this whole episode and you didn't once say that Sloane's really hot.
We did, like a bunch of times.
No,
what are you talking about?
Enough,
I don't think she is. I don't even remember what her face looks like.
She's so hot
looking. Oh, I honestly can't remember what the fuck she looks like.
She did. Chandra talked about her being hot.
No, I didn't. I talked about Ari's wife being hot.
Oh, not Sloan. I don't think Sloan is hot.
I know you don't. That's
I was thinking about
she has a face that I literally could not tell you what she looks like right now. I can tell you everything about her.
If Sloan was in a lineup, I couldn't pick her out. If Sloan was in a lineup of 1, I couldn't pick her out.
Yeah,
she's a great lady. She loves Sparrows.
She's boring as shit. She's dressed ridiculously, and they put a ponytail on her to make her seem serious. Also, so let's say Sloan is this Ivy League girl who's been in the Hollywood business this whole time and you just want someone real. You think this bitch wouldn't know that E is a fake fucking work guy? She's all over E's dick for no reason. If she grew up in the business, if her dad is an agent, if she's an Ivy League kid, if she's like this smart, cool brunette, then she should be able to pick out E as a fucking leech in a second.
No, she should also be a star herself. She should be ultimate nepo baby. That's how ungreat she is, that she hasn't made anything. She's not like a pop star yet.
Reverse of your logic. The way she treats E means E actually is great.
No, because I've watched enough of the show to know E isn't great, and she's seen him for 10 seconds and it's all over his dick.
Let's wrap up the episode, but I would just like to say, Chandra, she is a main character. She will be on the show for the rest of the show.
The rest of the show.
Really?
I was like, Ari's wife is hot. And we're not talking about Ari, we're talking about Sloan.
Sloan will be in the show forever.
Why?
Sloan
She's
never
so
leaves.
boring.
I fucking hate Sloan. She's a major character. Get ready to see more Sloan.
Sloan, I would say, is the last main character to join the show.
Not Anna Faris.
She'll be on the show.
She has a arc, but more like a Mandy Moore style
Sloan will
arc.
be on every season.
Kill me. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you for listening.
See you next week. Like
Share,
and subscribe.
Listen, like, subscribe, comment. All the shit.
Repost.
Thank you. Comments have been fun.